Hello. So my name is Samiksha. I am from Hyderabad, and this is my first ever video for my YouTube channel. And I have newly doing all of this, and since this is my first video, I decided to be as raw as possible. So this I have a 5-year-old kid and a full-time job. So this face is it's about 11:40 in the night. So this face is about after a whole day of running behind said child and working and cleaning and stuff because of the lockdown. So I decided not to put on a fresh face for the video, but wanted to keep the video as real as possible. So here it goes. Also, this is the main agenda for these videos to begin with is book reviews. I have a 5-year-old girl who's very energetic and feisty and opinionated as most 5-year-olds are, and we've often found that reading books is one activity that kind of comes all of us together, and we've been doing that with her for a very long time. I think we bought her first book, of course, when she was before she was born, um, and we started reading to her almost in the first week of her arrival after she was born, that is, and we've been doing that consistently. Both me and my husband like reading. uh, I complain I don't get enough time to do it now, but maybe I'm just being lazy. But at least since we are both of us do work full time, uh, reading time with our daughter sort of becomes even more special, because then that's just our way of connecting with her on a one-on-one basis. And she's also at that age, and she's always been a very imaginative child, so stories are a great way to fuel that imagination. And she'll have to do pretend play. I would rather she does pretend play from book stories and not from television serials, but can't stop that, she's 5. So the first book that I'm going to be reviewing today. The channel, of course, might progress into other things as well. I will let the narrative take its own path as we as time goes on. I haven't given like insane amounts of thought into what would be the first book to review. Just went with the one that we're currently reading a lot. So I'll just show it to you. It is this. It is Little Owl Night by Divya Srinivasan. Some of you probably already have it, some of you might have heard of it. Um, but this is our current favorite read for a week now. Every day for a week, bedtime story is this. I just read it to her a couple of hours ago. Um, so I'll start with this. Now, we've had this book for about 2.5 odd years, and we've read it on and off. But it's only now, for some reason, that my daughter is really taken to it. She's able to relate to the characters more. She asks 1,000 questions on each page, and questions that I sometimes find hard to answer. Then I pull out the mommy card and I say, because that's how it is. Go to bed. This is so. The first thing is this book is very well written. The way the book progresses into its own is amazing, and the illustrations are, of course, top notch. We'll talk about that in a bit as well. The book, in a brief, is about our little main character here called Little Owl, and how he uh, what's the stuff he does through the night, which is kind of like daytime for him, and it progresses towards him going to bed for the day, which is nighttime for him. And for me as a mother, one of the favorite things I like about this book is towards the end of the book when Little Owl asks his mom, explain to me again, tell me again how night ends, and then she goes on to talk about spider webs and moonflowers and stuff. And more importantly, this is what I really like, when the colors change from black to blue and blue to red to golden, and about how the rooster crows and stuff like that. And at the end of it is our little guy asleep, right? Um, my daughter, of course, has a very interesting observation. Every single time we read this book, she has one thing to point out. And I find it very enduring is this. You see this rabbit here? So she says, so whenever we come to this page, she has to stop me and she has to say, I'm putting my hand in the opposite direction. I'm a video recorder noob. I will keep looking at myself and therefore not look at the camera. Bear with me as I become pro with these things. But she will say, so the rabbit has eaten some of the carrot, mama, for the night, and he is saving the rest of the carrots for the next day. I find that for some reason very funny. And and so she loves to kind of she very she's very attentive when we talk about each of the animals, and that's where the illustration comes into picture. She will always want to see this book as I read it, or specifically this book, because the characters are done so good. As you can see, our little owl has such a cute face, two big eyes, and the other great thing about it is because especially for us, my daughter's just turned 5, right? So it's also a great way for us to do activities around drawing these characters. We've just started that, and for the first activity, so to speak, she drew the moonflower from the book, and these are all, as you can see, really cute stuff for them to draw. But each animal from there on, as you can see, the snail represented so well, and they're all really cute. The facial expressions that the illustrations have are really really age appropriate, because sometimes facial expressions for animals can get a little creepy and weird. A lot of books tend to face that problem, but here it's extremely age appropriate. They've done the eye work really well, and the colors are really good. It's on a dark background, yet it's very very inviting. So I think this is a great book to have. I understand that with the current lockdown situation going on, you may not be able to just go out there and buy the book or even order the book online right now. But thankfully, there are other solutions out there. There is the Kindle version. There is an ebook. You also have a couple of YouTube channels and have this book on read aloud. So I would recommend starting from there. And I would actually strongly recommend this book if you have like a 2.5 year old, all the way to about I think 7.5 is also good. Um, it might seem a little basic for a child over 6 years of age, but I think after that age they can really go into the the illustrations part of it, as you can see, right? So get it, read it, and tell me how you like it. Since this is my first channel, and I've said this before, I'm a noob right now, so I would like to hear feedback. If you've got the book, if you've read it already, please leave your comments to tell me how you liked it or how your child liked it. If you've gotten it after reading my or after listening to my video, please let me know how you liked it again, and any feedback you have for me would also be appreciated. I will try and put links in the description about where you can buy this book from, the Amazon links and the ebook, and the YouTube channel links as well, where you can listen to it right now if you don't have access to the books. But it's about 11:45 now, so I'm going to probably a good time for me to go to bed as well. I will pick up another book for tomorrow. I have something in mind because that's something again we're reading right now. 5-year-olds, right? So ballerinas. So probably go there. But let's see. Let's keep tomorrow as a surprise. Yeah. Catch you soon.